Happy International Women's Day. Thank you for joining. Welcome to our 7th annual International Women's Day celebration for the I Love Me campaign. I'm Cassandra and I'm the founder of the I Love Me campaign Canada. This day is always special to everyone within our campaign because it was 7 years ago today that our campaign was founded, with a vision to provide free mental health education to teen girls and women through our self-love campaign. The campaign originally originated in Canada, and we have in the past 7 years expanded to be able to reach girls all across Canada, and especially with many virtual events throughout the past recent years in terms of reaching girls of all ages in Canada. We've reached thousands of girls and women and provided free mental health education, learning events, and spreading self-love and kindness messaging in person and through virtual events. I'm speaking to you from Ottawa today, and we have a big team in Newfoundland, and we have both groups in Ottawa and Newfoundland that are supporting girls today. With our workshops and outreach, we are reaching many girls and women of all kinds. Today is an inclusive event. Our programming is primarily focused on the mental health needs of women and people who identify in their gender as women. All people are welcome to our event and will find valuable insights, we believe. We would like to make a land acknowledgement for all the Aboriginal land that we are all accessing this virtual event across Canada on. I'm streaming live from Ottawa and the land of the Anishinaabe Algonquin Territory. We're recording this event, and the recording will be added to our Facebook page and YouTube channel following today's talk. So I'll start with telling you a bit of a background on who I am. I'm a registered psychotherapist and work today at my clinic at Senta Counseling Services in Ottawa, Ontario, as a psychotherapist that supports teens and women's mental health. I supervise a clinic team of 5 women who provide psychotherapy and psychological services to women in Ottawa locally and across Canada virtually. Our clinic focuses on addressing the unique needs of women's mental health across their lifespan. I founded the I Love Me campaign based on a bridge between my work as a psychotherapist and learning about the unique mental health needs of women in my own life experiences, both for myself and the women in my life. My own life journey and my psychological education became blended together 7 years ago to inspire the work that we're doing today. So today's talk is really about, supporting women in their mental health throughout the lifespan. So let's get into today's topic. So social support is critical in the support of women's mental health needs. Today's talk focuses on how we can support other women in their mental health, whether they're having a difficult day, week, or year, or having more serious mental health concerns. Here's how to navigate supporting other women with my top 5 tips to support women in their mental health. Women in today's society are often overwhelmed and overburdened by the demands placed on them or the self-pressure that comes with striving to be our best version of ourselves. Women place an immense amount of pressure on themselves today, which has its basis in the way that we're socialized as young girls. We are socialized to place value in being caregivers and nurturers to others. Sometimes this leads to bad habits like people-pleasing, self-sacrificing, or putting your own needs second. This can be especially true for women in their friendships, in the workplace, or as a mother. With such a high amount of self-pressure, coupled with the hardships, abuse, and gender-based inequality that women can experience throughout their lives and in their interactions with other people, women's mental health can often suffer, leading them to feel misunderstood or unsupported by the systems in place in healthcare and in workplaces. The Canadian Mental Health Association, CMHA, reports that there are over 5 million young girls and women in Canada today at this moment. So this is our young women population, with an estimate of only 1 in 4 of these girls accessing mental health care when needed. CMHA reports that barriers to young girls accessing mental health care involve age and gender-based challenges, as well as barriers to cost and a lack of free support available in their communities. In our society, we need to continue to push forward for more free of cost mental health care for women of all ages. CMHA is advocating this year for more free cost support in mental health care. Each year, the International Women's Day Association selects a theme that represents a core challenge that women are facing this year. This year's International Women's Day theme is Embrace Equity, encouraging us to all strive for equal rights and experiences between men and women in all domains of life. The I Love Me campaign focuses on women's mental health. And for us, embracing equity means talking specifically about how women need to be supported in their mental health today. We advocate for them being treated fairly and equally during times of stress or oppression. Today's talk puts us a little closer to embracing equity in society, but talking about how to better support women in your life, in their mental health, is an important next step. As we strive to support women better in their mental health, we instill a sense of hope through struggle. As we support women better, we create a better foundation in our society for strong, thriving, joyful, and successful women. Let's talk about how we can practically do that. How do we harness psychological research to know how to support women in our lives when they are struggling with mental health challenges? So now we'll dive into my top 5 tips for supporting women in their mental health. The first tip is asking questions. What do good questions sound like when someone is struggling? Good questions sound loving, supportive, gentle, slow, and kind. We speak directly and keep a calm and open body language. We are brief and we spend a good amount of time listening as well. Here are some examples that we can use. I've noticed you seem more distracted lately than usual. I noticed you are under more stress, it seems. You seem more quiet lately. You seem easily irritated today. Are you feeling overwhelmed? The science behind this is that these types of questions demonstrate compassion and support, helping the person feel that they're not alone in their pains or fears. And this also promotes self-discovery and self-reflection for the person. It allows them to make sense of their issues by hearing themselves speak out loud and have a safe landing place for their thoughts. Things are easier when shared with others. It opens opportunity for care or solutions with a friend or family member once the right questions are asked. The next tip is validating what they are experiencing. Once you've asked some of these initial questions, be a good listener and be reflective in the way that you respond to them. Demonstrate empathy in your responses and in your listening. Brené Brown explains that compassion can be understood as a virtuous response that seeks to address the suffering and needs of a person through relational understanding and action. Compassion involves action. It's not just a feeling. The action here is asking questions and then listening well to validate their experience, to help them feel understood. It's really about leading with loving kindness towards what they are going through. To show you're listening well, you can demonstrate a compassionate response. So if a friend says, for example, I have a lot on my plate right now, and I'm so tired. A good response in this situation would be to take what they said and wonder about it a little deeper out loud. It sounds like what is really hard for you right now is how much pressure you feel you are under, with all you feel you must do. I feel for you and how stressful and worried you must be about it all. And I can tell it's been a hard last couple weeks for you. The science behind this is that we need to feel seen and heard to feel valued and to create self-exploration to explore the origins of our problems. It helps us pinpoint the issues, reduce the feelings that something is terribly wrong with us, and feel that the person speaking with us really gets it. Ask them what you can do. Be clear on how you can help and don't assume is tip number 3. How can I help? This is the question. The intention here is to give them space and short breaks to practice self-care or rest. The science behind this: no one likes being told what to do, and motivation doesn't precede advice that's being given, right? So we can hear what someone wants us to do, but there needs to be some time to sort of help motivate that person before telling that person what to do. So meet them where they are at. You have to ask the questions first, then listen, then move towards small solutions or helpful ideas, or it will feel like another pressure or self-disappointment. If they don't follow through on your advice, make time to listen and hear the true concerns on their mind. Then offer small ways you can help or give them a break. Tip number 4 is to find resources with them. Ask if they're talking to a professional, a psychotherapist, or if they've checked in with their medical doctor. Maybe it's a support group for youth that you might want to think about helping them find, or maybe a postpartum mother support. The science behind this is that more serious concerns and conditions could be outside of your scope or knowledge or abilities to provide that friend or loved one with long-lasting support or help. We can be there for those people in meaningful ways, and we can be a part of their healing and journey, but they may need professional care. There are critical periods in women's life where they're experiencing rapid changes, like adolescence or the postpartum period for mothers. And these are key times to access a doctor for a physical checkup and then proceed with being seen by a psychotherapist or psychologist for evidence-based treatment like cognitive behavioral therapy. See what they're ready to do next in terms of support. Maybe it's just sitting beside them while they start Googling options on their own. Maybe it's double checking if they did indeed make that doctor's appointment that they had agreed to with you. Or maybe you even recognize that they're so low that they might need a little more from you, like helping them with the scheduling or you calling a clinic on their behalf. Tip number 5, help make their life feel more meaningful right now by bringing in a little joy. Here we're talking about mood boosting activities, being a good friend or companion with them to really give them breaks from worrying and stress. Suggesting fun, short activities that they could manage, simple things. Maybe it's trying a new recipe together, going on a walk somewhere beautiful in nature, checking out a new art show, or listening to a podcast together. Or it might even need to be simpler than that based on what their energy levels are. And it could just be something like bringing by a new tea for them to try. The science behind this is we need to take breaks from the worry. So our parasympathetic nervous system, the system that helps us relax and recharge, can take over for a bit to help with our recovery and rest. Secondly, dopamine and serotonin will be activated during happy, joyful, or new moments, really cueing into what we need to be happening chemically from the brain, meaning we won't feel happy if we aren't doing things that make us happy. It might be hard at first to help them lean into little joyful moments when there has been an ongoing struggle. So think of small ideas and be a good friend or mother, sister or partner that you are in small, meaningful ways. These are my top 5 tips for supporting women in their mental health. I hope you found something valuable from today's talk that will help improve the life of women in your life or women in your circle, either today or in the future. When we support each other as women in our mental health, we are supporting and creating a generation of women who are healthy, strong, and capable. On International Women's Day today, this is what I call you to take action to do. Support yourselves well and support the women in your life by leaning in and being there for them when they are struggling. We need each other so that we can continue to be the foundation for the world that we are as women, so that we can continue to be the strong, inspiring, smart, and successful women that we are. So thank you for joining us today and opening your hearts to us with the intention of growing in your own mental health and self-love journey. We hope that you found today's talk helpful. We move forward today in support of women's mental health and a collective commitment to support and be inclusive to each other as women and as people, and continue to strive to embrace equity in our society. Thank you very much. And to stay in touch with us, you can reach out to us on Instagram, Facebook, or send us an email at hello@ilmcampaign.com. If you'd like to make a donation today to our campaign to help us promote free mental health educations in community and school settings, please visit ilmcampaign.com and click the PayPal donate button. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Have a great International Women's Day, everybody.